Greetings, beautiful people. Dr. Dominique Reese here, CEO of Reese Financial Services, where I'm the Chief Financial Coach, Consultant, and Strategist. And I'm here to talk to you about investing one-on-one. Now, thank you, Father. It's been an amazing week, ups, downs, in betweens. And I had to write this down, but I'm going to be practicing the art of storytelling. So I want to tell you a few stories, and I know you're going to understand what it truly means to invest after these stories. So I'll start with the first one. So I'm in school, right? I am pursuing my certified financial planner designation. And I'm in school. I have courses that last about 14 weeks. And the last course that I just took was my investments course. And I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed everything that I learned. Additionally, I took my exam yesterday and I passed. Thank you, Father. I passed with flying colors. So that really gave me great confidence because as I elevate in my business and as I begin to serve more clients regarding their investing, which I already do, I help my clients to begin to invest. Most of the clients that I work with are not investing outside of a 401k or a Roth IRA. So retirement. And sometimes they don't know what they're doing. So I educate about investing and then I help you get started. So that's that. But I passed and it made me think about all of the things that I was actually learning, which I totally geeked out on. Like I am excited about the formal understanding because I'm 20 years in and I started as a financial advisor. So this ain't new to me. This ain't my first rodeo. Nevertheless, this designation is pursuing the CFP as a certified financial planner. That's new to me. So I began to think about investing and why we do it. And really, investing is all about getting a return. Like there's no point to invest in anything unless you're going to get a return. And we call that return on investment. And there's several ways to measure that, to measure your return. And I thought, wow, I'm learning about investing. I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in my business. I'm investing in my practice. I'm investing in my clients. I'm investing in my community. So one investment has great return for other parties. I'm able to influence a lot of things because of my decision to invest in myself. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about. Investing 101 is not about the stock market. It's about you, like you. It's about you making a decision to do something for yourself that is going to get you a return, which is ideally a positive return and an improvement on whatever it is that you're trying to do. So, biblically, right? I'm a woman of God. So I'm like, wow, okay, so how does this relate? Investing in yourself is a biblical principle because we have plenty of money related stories, but the one that stands out is a story about the talents, right? The master gives 3 servants different amounts of money, and one servant hides the money to preserve it. Another servant doubles the money, and another servant triples the money or something, like makes a lot more, right? And so that to me came to mind in this example, in this lesson, because it's been everywhere for the past 24 hours. And I'm like, okay, I know how God gets at me. When stuff is around me, I have to then share it. And there's somebody who needs to hear about investing in themselves in different capacities. So that's how I know, okay, if I can find it in the word and it affirms what I'm already thinking, we got to share it. And so that example is typically what I do. I use that example even for myself as an example of being a good manager, right? Managing our money is important, and it's actually a way for us to get blessed, because the servant who did the most with his money got more. It was taken from somebody else and given to him. And that's exactly what happens, right? If you don't manage what you have, it will be taken from you and then given to somebody else. And then you be looking like, well, why are they so blessed? Or why they got that? Because they manage it and you don't. So that's a whole nother one. Now, so that's affirming. I'm like, okay, I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in the school by taking this course so I can level up in my business and get this designation and attract clients on a different level. There's all these implications to this one investment, but it was a decision that I made. All right. So investing 101 is not about stocks and bonds. It's about you. Okay. Now, I invested with a coach yesterday, and that was the second investment I made. And I thought, wow, okay, this is someone who I know adds value to what I don't know. And my mind has been on this. Like, I have been trying to, let me be mindful, manage my words, not trying. I've been looking to scale my business by getting funding. I've talked to an investor. I've applied for grants. I've applied for business incubators. I've applied for a business loan, or I went through the process. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting frustrated. But what happens when you get frustrated? So this is the second story. When you get frustrated, you usually do something about it, but you have to reach a certain level of frustration before you take action. When your motivation is high, that's when you usually will take an action. And that's the best time for somebody to get at you about solving that frustration. So I've been frustrated and I've been seeking support, education around business funding, because I don't know enough about it. Lesson: when you don't know enough about something, you need to go to the expert. You need to go to someone who knows more than you so that you can invest in yourself through that person to then get the outcome that you're seeking. So that's what I did yesterday. I heard enough. I had already gotten value from this person before I had invested in them, and it made perfect sense financially. This would truly be like maybe 100 times return on my investment. So it was a no-brainer for me. But what this made me think about was you, because there is something that you're sitting on that you just don't know enough about, and you're hesitant to make the investment. You're hesitant to invest in yourself through someone else. And that is the craziest thing. We have got to come out of these stages of fear and doubt that keep us from taking actions that we need to take, because we're tired of being tired and we're frustrated with the problems we have, but we ain't doing nothing about it. Let's be all the way real. You could be doing so much more about your situation, but you're not. You need to take an action. And you keep thinking, well, is this person really going to help me? Well, are they going to be able to manage my situation, because my situation is quite different? I hear that all the time. Well, my situation, listen, money ain't unique. Money ain't unique. The only thing that's really unique about it is how it's showing up in your life, but the solutions for that are all the same. So I'm going to speak on the money level, as well as you take the lesson to whatever is happening right now that you're enduring, that you know that there is a solution for. You might even be looking at the solution right now, and you're hesitant to take the action to make the investment. That's just unfortunate because you're delaying your return. You don't have enough confidence in yourself to invest in yourself. Now, listen, I understand, you got to be wise in the marketplace. This doesn't go without saying, like, don't be an ignorant consumer. Don't just invest with someone who isn't a good fit for you. That's not what this is about. But there's a solution to the problem you have. There's a solution for every problem. So stop hesitating. You're prolonging not only the result, but you're really prolonging your return. And so I want to encourage you, particularly if you have been trying to save more money, trying to get out of debt, don't know how to do both at the same time, suck at budgeting, have some goals that you really not taking action on, but you should be. Maybe you've reached your savings goals and you don't know what's next. Like, I'm straight, but what's next, right? Next level type stuff. And then maybe you are sitting on something and you don't even know what to do with it. You spending it down though, but you don't know what to do with it to make it work for you. It's time for you to take an action, especially if you've been in my community. This may be the nudge you need to go ahead and schedule your complimentary consultation, because it is a season, I believe, everything in divine order, it is a season of taking action. We are about to approach the last quarter of 2023, and that became very powerful for me as well when I decided to invest in a coach yesterday. So listen, I ain't talking about nothing that I ain't doing. Coaches have coaches, at least good coaches have coaches. Great coaches have, excellent coaches have coaches, right? So I've invested in a coach. I know what it's like to have to make an investment. I know what it's like to be hesitant about it. And that's fear. Fear and faith can't operate in the same space. So what we talking about, right? Especially if you're a person of God. Ain't no fear in that. Like, there should be no fear in that equation. And everything that you're telling yourself here is just your mind now playing tricks on you. The 3-second rule is real. It's 3 seconds before your brain starts to talk you out of doing the thing that you initially thought was good for you. Because after 3 seconds, you start to think about all the reasons why you shouldn't do it. And now the brain is like, yeah, let's go with that because that feels better, right? The brain only wants to do what feels good. That's like that fight or flight mode that we are naturally trained with. It's like, nah, let's stay away from that. So those thoughts about doing something new are now combating with your brain, which you think is logical, not all the time. That's how we talk ourselves out of our blessings. That's how we talk ourselves out of the next level, because we're just too afraid to take advantage of the investment. So I need for you to start considering today, this Friday, what it is that you're sitting on that you are afraid of taking an investment into, like, which essentially means you're not investing in yourself. So you're afraid to invest in yourself. And that's not going to help your finances. So as we approach the fourth quarter of 2023, I would imagine that you would not want to do the same things you've been doing, because guess what? You're getting the same outcomes. You're getting the same results. If you want to see something different, you have to do something different. And do is a verb. It's an action. You have to take an action in order to see something different. And that all is possible, but it lies within your power. Only you can make the decision to do something different. All right, that's the second story. Now, for investing in the right support, this came up because I appreciated the coach that I just hired, because she was clear about saying, like, you don't need another course, right? And I thought, you're right. And so there's this phenomena that we are living in. We have gotten very trained on purchasing courses, which was great, but now it's almost like a crutch. You need to invest in the right support. And the reason I decided to invest with this coach, this is the third story, is because I would get the one-on-one attention. I would get the attention to help my business reach the goals that I've set for my business regarding this particular topic. So I share that with you to say, you need the right support. Now, based on the assets that you have to be able to invest, maybe a course is where you need to begin. Maybe a book is where you need to begin. Because listen, everything in divine order. So you know your pockets better than I do, right? So if you got enough to invest in the book, get the book. If you've got enough to invest in the course, get the course, but do the work. That's the danger of a course. You still have to do the work. If you've got enough to invest in a class, invest in the class, because now you get the live experience and you get the dialogue to go back and forth. You get to ask questions. You get to have your questions answered. And then you get community with these things too, depending on who you're hiring. But then if you've got the assets to invest in the coach, get the coach so you can get the one-on-one attention, have your situation assessed for what it is, and then get the results that you are seeking. There are levels to this, everything in divine order. There is a solution for everything, and you have to make the decision to invest. So that's why this is called investing one-on-one, because this is the real investment, investing in you, investing in yourself. We have 3 months left to this year. How are you going to spend them? Remember, the decisions that you made 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago, you are living in those decisions right now. So the decision that you make today is what you're going to be living out in the next weeks, the next few months. Please understand that you completely control what is happening or not happening in your life. If there is a result you are seeking and you're not getting it right now, it's time to make a different decision. And I am 98% confident that some of that decision requires you to invest in yourself through someone else. You've been doing it by yourself all this time. And look where it got you. It got you here. Great. Next level. Now what? Get to the next level by investing in yourself. Okay. Last story. So this is everything in divine order. I can't, this ain't even me. This is how I know there's got to be a God. So one, I applied for a scholarship for a conference and I didn't get it. Cool. I am speaking at that conference though. Thank you, Father. So I'm in a building anyway. And I'm on stage speaking. Nevertheless, yesterday I made an investment in myself through someone else and their business. I also passed my investments course. Thank you, Father. And I got an email saying I got a scholarship to that exact conference. Thank you, Father. Now, I didn't see that coming. And they found more money or got more sponsors, whatever. And they are now offering me a scholarship. And I said, thank you, Father, everything in divine order. See, that's how God's math is multiplication. Y'all got to remember that. There's no addition and subtraction. It's multiplication. And the decision that I made to make an investment in myself through someone else's business and hire this coach was almost like a deposit into something good for me that I didn't even see coming. Lo and behold, late last night, I see something about scholarship. So I clicked the email and now I realize I've been awarded a scholarship to attend this conference. That's money I don't have to come out of my pocket and pay, right? So what a blessing. But somebody's investing in me. You see how that works? Somebody is now investing in me to get me to this conference that I am already going to be at. But now there is a certain amount of my expenses that I don't have to cover. So I hope you find your lesson within these stories. because there is something you are sitting on that you need to take action on and make a decision to invest in yourself. That is investing 101. All right, Dr. Dominique, I hope this is a blessing to you today. And you ready to schedule your consultation? Click that link. Let's get it on the calendar. Your money is important, and it's time for you to make an investment in yourself through me so you can achieve the financial goals that you have been desiring, that you are ready to achieve. All right. And if it ain't me, it's somebody else. Stop hesitating with them. Stop looking at all the free stuff. Stop getting on their calendar and then rescheduling. Take the action, commit, make the decision, and hire that professional so that you can get the results that you are seeking before 2023 closes. That is your mandate. All right. Have a beautiful day. Be productive, be prosperous, be blessed. Peace.